Why do you have so much debt at 20, dude?
Yeah.
What have you done?
$26,000 is on my car.
You have more credit card debt than you have in retirement.
Yeah, but technically I don't spend out of my bank account. I only spend on credit cards.
All right, we just started off the new year and we already have some insane credit card debt videos. We're not even 2 weeks in, and the amount of debt that these people are in is crazy. And I promise, if you're in debt, this is gonna make you feel a little bit better about yourself. So let's just go ahead and watch these videos and get right into it.
You have more credit card debt than you have in retirement.
Yeah, but technically I don't spend out of my bank account. I only spend on credit cards.
You understand you have to pay the credit cards.
Yeah, and I do. I pay them.
Not off.
So in the beginning of the month, I track my monthly bills out of my bank account, and then I only spend on a credit card. So I don't
Yeah,
have
but
to
you
do-
don't put back on your credit card what you spend on it.
I know.
So it doesn't work like that. What is your philosophy on that?
Well, I don't really have a philosophy.
Tell me your
I'm
reasoning, because
working-
there was a half a thought that made you go into that.
Honestly, I just like to spend money.
$3,300 of purchases.
Well, there were
I think she's breaking out. I think she's nervous and got hives. He might be pressuring her in a little bit too hard because it looked like she's breaking out in hives.
A couple are interest free right now, yes.
and they'll be paid off before the
Says what? They're going up. What are you talking about? It's confident. There also is card accruing interest.
But those don't have big balances.
No, you like to spend money you don't have.
No.
You literally do. You spent $2,000 more than you brought in. What the f are you talking about?
It literally sounds like she likes spending money she don't have. She says she was accounting for the money she was gonna get paid, so she spends it on the credit card, but doesn't pay it back from the money that she made. So it sounds like she likes spending money that she doesn't have, and that's a lot of people out there. Unfortunately, a lot of people out there like spending money that they don't have, and then at the end of the month they're questioning and wondering why they owe all this money. It's because you spent money that you didn't have. It's pretty simple.
How did you get into a $9,209 credit card balance by 24 years old?
I took this card out. I've actually had this card
24.
since I was 18.
Let's discover it. Yeah, everyone
Yeah.
loves it. It's like one of the first.
I believe it or not, like I was doing pretty good. Like I was just putting gas on it in the beginning, and then grocery bill here and there. But and I was paying the balance off, but over time it just continued to grow. I didn't know when to stop because the pandemic hit and I ended up using it to help with some bills because I was laid off during the pandemic.
A lot of people do that.
That's hard.
Yeah, and
You didn't have an
Use
emergency
a credit
fund,
card
I
and
think,
think they're gonna use
At
it
that
for
time, no,
just
I did
bills.
not.
See that? And even if you're laid off during the pandemic, they were
Spend money
doubling
on daily.
unemployment, right? So it was
I
just
didn't
like,
works
file
like
for
that.
unemployment during that time.
Why? That sounds dumb. You lost it because of the literal thing that was happening, and programs were in place to help people that lost because of that.
Okay, so she missed out on a huge chunk of money from being unemployed due to COVID. And if y'all know nothing about that, a lot of people got unemployment checks because they lost their jobs due to the virus and things like that. So the fact that she lost her job to that, and it seems like she went in debt during that time, that's probably around the time where she started going into debt, and didn't take an unemployment for that job that she lost, is crazy. That's crazy because that's a lot of money that she probably just missed out on.
Why do you have so much debt at 20, dude?
Yeah.
What have you done?
$26,000 is on my car. The rest of it is all credit cards. The biggest chunk of it all really started whenever I was out of a job for about 2 months. I was putting all of the rent, all of the food, everything on just credit cards. I had a decent job. My roommate had a kind of shaky job, and then he didn't have a job. For the first few months, he was getting money from his parents or family or whatever, trying to make his part, but that's not sustainable. So, I had to start picking up his half. There was a 2-month period where neither.
No, you didn't. He can't pay his half. He got to go. And you got to figure out something that's not going to be as expensive as what it is for 2 people. Because ain't no way you're going to be paying another grown man's bills so you can go into debt. That's crazy.
My roommate had a kind of shaky job, and then he didn't have a job. For the first few months, he was getting money from his parents or family or whatever, trying to make his part, but that's not sustainable. So, I had to start picking up his half. There was a 2-month period where neither of us had a job, so.
And how was that conversation with the roommate when you were taking on all the bills?
We had the same conversation of me just being like, you gotta figure out a way, and then there was no way being figured out. So
Did you get fired?
Yes. So I was trying to quit. I wanted to quit, but.
And that's why you don't do that for certain people. Mainly a lot of people, everybody. I ain't even gonna lie. Because of stuff like that, the same thing that you're gonna do for them, they probably won't do for you. Or they just probably won't be able to do for you. So you gotta really consider those things and think about the position you're about to put yourself in to try to take care of somebody else that might not be able to do the same thing for you if the time came. That's crazy.
Yes. So I was trying to quit. I wanted to quit, but I didn't want to just like leave them because they were short staffed. We had stuff coming up. So I was like, okay, I'll quit in a month or two or something like that. But then like after a couple weeks, they said that my head wasn't in it anymore. So they just quit
was the
and they just
job?
fired me. I was a QC at industrial piping type business. So I just like checked the orders and sent them out to the trucks and stuff.
Okay. I'm not surprised I have one of the highest balance credit cards I've ever seen in my life.
It makes sense when we get into it.
Make it make sense.
Bought a house. I mean, I moved here less than a year ago.
But you said because of buying a house is the reason why we'd be in that much credit card debt,
Well,
meaning we couldn't afford to buy the house.
The movers lost my stuff when I got here.
So did you lose everything?
The couch. I lost the couch. The table was broken.
Okay, tell me what you actually lost then. The couch and the table.
Couch, table, a couple of like dressers were broken for like the kids.
Couple dressers?
Bent metal dressers.
What else did we lose?
I think those are major things.
Okay, then this is where I would end up because you told me you lost everything.
I didn't say I lost everything. I said they lost my stuff. The movers lost my stuff when I got here.
Oh,
Some
my stuff.
I think
My
they-
stuff.
The movers lost her stuff, right? So you can take that two different ways. You can take it how she took it. They lost her stuff, so you pay for the stuff to get new stuff. No, that's not the route I'm going. Route 2. You have the movers pay for it. What are you doing? They lost your stuff. They broke your stuff. Whatever it is, they pay for it. I'm calling up whoever's management at the company and figuring this out because ain't no way I'm moving into a new house and all my stuff is broke. I can't even move into the new house no more. What? And then I gotta pay. I'm paying for it out of pocket, going into debt. How that look? How that look?
Got here.
Oh,
Some
my stuff.
I think
My
I-
stuff. If
I think
if
I-
I said my movers lost my stuff, I would think they lost all my fucking stuff. Okay,
pretty sure I
listen,
said
so
couch.
at that point, that does not equal going into the highest credit card balance I've ever seen in the history of the show. You're not credit card people. Use the Fizz card, dude.
I think I'm okay.
Use their charge card.
I think I'm okay with credit card.
You're,
usage.
but that doesn't make any sense. You said this.
Look, I didn't even see. We're already like 4 seconds into the video. I didn't even see anything yet. And he says you need to get rid of the credit cards, and she says I think I'm okay. I can already see where this is going.
This was your card, and this card had
Yeah.
a massive, and the card had a $10,000 balance.
One
and the,
card.
Hey, it had a $10,000 balance, and you literally paid it, transferred it to a 20% debt, and you want to say right here, right now that you're okay with credit cards?
It's just one card.
It's $10,000. It's $10,000. What do you do for work? What do you do for work?
I am an assistant manager.
How much do you make?
I 20 it varies.
How much do you make a month, average, net? What hits your account?
2,100 about a month.
So 5 months of your earnings is insignificant?
Which is impossible. It's impossible to take 5 months of your earnings and put it to something like that because that's literally all your earnings for 5 months. What are you gonna do for bills, food, necessities, everything like that? So this debt is gonna take forever to get paid off. 5 months of income, but 2-3 years of paying this off, paying $50 towards it, $100 towards it, whatever she can afford to pay to it, but it's not something that she can afford.
$10,000 card is nothing?
It's a lot of work. Yeah. It's a lot of working.
You're just like, it's just this. It's just 5 months of my earnings. It's just a half a year of my entire life. In what world is that anywhere near acceptable?
We're trying to look at it
No.
It makes sense.
in a positive
No,
way.
why? That doesn't make sense. Let's live in the real world. Listen, it's good to look at things in a positive way. It's also okay to acknowledge
Take
reality.
accountability.
If you just look at something in a positive, sugar-coated candy world, then you're never going to make progress. You're just going to lay around getting sugar high all day. You know, we're not. That doesn't make any sense. There's no sense that have just been made. It
Yeah, she ain't gonna make it.
doesn't make any sense.
He's mad.
Okay. Why are we in credit card debt?
When I
They
took
be
this
pissing
job, we
Caleb
had just
off in
taken a
these videos, I
vacation
swear.
to California for like a
I don't
month
know how
long.
he
What,
managed
2 years ago?
Yeah,
month-long vacation. That's a long
2022,
vacation.
Yeah, we spent like $20,000
on a vacation.
Yeah, I know it was.
You guys are acting like you're like multi-millionaires. $20,000 of vacation. I couldn't even imagine $20,000 on a vacation.
Who's spending $20,000 on a vacation? What are you doing on a vacation? Because like he said, I can't even imagine spending $2,000 on a vacation sometimes. That's already making my heart beat a little too fast. I'm sweating. $20,000 just for you to come back home and do nothing?
You do $20,000.
It's whenever you take your family with you. And
what family? Everyone in the world? The whole extended?
Your entire family? Your
we took
extended family?
my brother-in-law, so his brother, and then we took my.
What, is he not a big boy? He can't pay for himself?
He wasn't working at the time.
Yeah, he was.
So he don't.
Maybe he doesn't get to go on a vacation then.
Probably would have been a smart decision. And then.
Are you saying all the credit card debt I have is because you went on a stupid vacation?
No.
Okay, then what happened? Why do we have debt?
So when we got back, I accepted this job and I got nervous that what my income was going to look like, because at first I was supposed to take a pay cut hourly, but I actually never did. But I can't. I used to be able to increase my income.
I hate hearing people trying to justify their debt because they paid for somebody else to do something or they bought somebody else something. They're in debt because they did something for somebody else, so they didn't take into account that it was going to mess with their financial life, right? That person doesn't have a job, so they can't afford to go on a trip. So you decide to pay for their trip so they can go on a trip, and now you don't have no money anymore. Where's the sense in that?
I will try to get back to this. It's not about how, we can't make $200,000 here. That's why we're in debt. Why do we have credit card debt living in Fort Worth, Texas, earning over 6 figures as a household, over the median household income in Fort Worth, Texas?
So
why? What am I looking at here?
No explanation. It's crazy.
That's my Costco card.
How'd you get to $22,991 on Costco? What did you...
Whoa.
Card.
How'd you get to
$22,000 at Costco? What you buy? A house? A car? The entire building? $22,000. What did you... See, I got a Costco membership, and I probably used it maybe 3 times out of the entire year of 2024. It's going to take me about 10 to 15 years to spend $22,000 in this place. What did you buy?
Did you possibly do? How many times did you fill up your trailer with Costco gas?
That was before I owned my trailer. I'm pretty sure that
She just said that was before I owned my
part of
trailer.
the concrete.
Oh, and the Costco card? So it wasn't even spending money you had? No. You were putting it on high interest rate credit cards? When you were borrowing this, did you have any intent to ever pay it back? Or were you just opening spending and you knew you weren't going to touch it?
That's a great
Buying
question.
bulk at Costco.
Do we have an answer to my question?
Like
No.
it's free.
If I remembered.
It was only a couple years ago.
Uh-huh. Manic episodes are weird.
Which you can work with a therapist on.
Yeah.
Wait, why did you come on the show?
Because I don't know where to go from here.
But you're immediately, I can't do anything because of all these mental health things. Everything is, I can't do it because of this mental health thing.
It's not, I can't.
I'm do anything about that.
It's so hard.
But I can't do anything about that.
I know. No. Like as far as the looking for income?
I don't know your mental health. I don't know what's real. I don't know what you've been working on. I don't know the history. I can't do anything about that.
Right.
So if nothing can be done because of the mental health, what can I do?
What do you mean nothing can be done?
Why are you there?
It just feels like almost every time we talk about something that's can't or this is because both
Well, because
together,
these were
mental health.
all the debt.
But even the stuff we
besides
talked
the
about
Affirm.
today doing, it's just like mental. Okay.
Making my head hurt. Because he's basically asking, why are you here? If you're just going to keep saying it's hard or I can't, you're there because it's hard, right? Obviously, but if you're going to keep making excuses and keep saying that out loud, then why are you there? You went there to try to get help, so you can't keep saying it's hard. I can't. If the purpose of you being on his show is to get help with your debt, I could just imagine how frustrated he'd be during these episodes. I wouldn't be able to do it. All right, so that's it for this video. Let me know in the comment section what y'all thought about this one. How y'all feel about credit card debt, going into credit card debt, into the amounts that they are, $20,000, $30,000. Let me know in the comment section what you think about that. If you are in credit card debt, is it anywhere near these numbers? Let me know. If you like this video, leave a like. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can stay tuned for the next upload. Until then, I'll see you on the next one.